Welcome to Joyful Strength and Stretch. I'm Dana. Today we're going to go through a quick stretch that you can refer back to anytime you need it. So just find a comfortable place to either sit or lie down flat. I'm going to start on a mat, but you can come to just the floor, a chair, the couch, or just wherever you can get comfortable. And whenever you feel nice and settled, let your eyes rest and let your awareness go inward. Let your body feel heavy as everything becomes still. Relax your jaw. Let your arms feel like weights. And just sitting or lying heavy wherever you are, like you're melting into the surface. And then once you feel nice and settled, just notice your breathing. Not trying to manipulate it in any way, but just notice. Notice where you feel your inhale. You feel it in your chest or your belly or both. And now I invite you to kind of just follow this breathing pattern just to help you go deeper and also just to help bring your body into a deeper state of calm. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. This time, notice the expansion first in your chest, then your belly. And then slowly let it out, either through your nose or your mouth to exhale. And then as you inhale, bring it in through your nose if you can. Once again, feel the expansion. And then release nice and slow, like you're holding a balloon and letting the air out, but not losing control of it. So nice and steady and slow. Once you can't go anymore, once you feel nice and empty, take another deep breath in. And just take a few cycles just like that at your own pace. Take note of how your body feels, any tension you may be holding, any tightness. Maybe you're feeling some pain, and we're going to honor that today. So if at any point something feels painful, I invite you to back off. We're all about balancing effort and ease. So while it will be a little challenging, we're never forcing or inflicting pain. Once you take your last exhale, just let your eyes open. Just noticing that state of calm in your body. We'll just bring that with us as we start to move, knowing your breath is always here for you to come back to. And I'm going to stay right where I am, but if you're on a couch or on a chair or lying down flat, you can come to a upright position on the floor or maybe stay in the chair. And I do have blocks today. If you don't have blocks, maybe you can get something that's kind of shaped like this that could support you, which I will show you how as we move along. Sit nice and tall wherever you are, feeling nice and grounded, wherever you're touching a surface, and then lift through your spine like you're making yourself taller. And your shoulders live right over your hips, ears over your shoulders. And then engage your core to support your spine here, like your ribs are hugging into your body. Relax your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, reach your arms high, hands meet. Exhale, bring them to your heart. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands come to your heart. We're going to add a layer. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, lean to your right side. Placing your right hand down, left arm lifts high. And then think of the opposing energy as you reach your fingertips tall, press down with your hip on that same side. Feeling a nice side body stretch here, just making space between your ribs, your low ribs and your hip. Just to ease any tension, any compression. Release, coming right into the other side. Switch arms. Reach tall with your right arm, leaning to your left. Once again, push through your hip, reach through your fingers. Just notice the spaciousness here in the side body. And release. We're going to continue to warm up our spines. Inhale. Arms reach tall. Exhale, take a twist to your right side. You can use your hand to push off the outside of your leg and then place your back hand on the ground. And as you push into the ground, lift your spine tall as you twist. So lift before you twist. And find one more inhale as you hold. Exhale, unwind. And then we'll go to the other side. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, do the twist. Same thing, back hand down to support you. Lift through your spine. Looking over your shoulder. And release. We're going to continue to move our spine around, coming to all fours. So resting your wrists right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are right underneath your hips. If this just does not feel good on your knees, you could take it to a softer surface or always fold your mat just to make a little more cushion. So do what you need to do. But coming into all fours, we'll straighten out our mat here. Reach your fingertips wide. And then the inner part of your elbows, think of turning them forward, feeling that openness right here in your heart space between your shoulders. Starting from a neutral spine, inhale, just let your belly drop as you look forward, cow pose. And then exhale, belly button reaches tall as you find a tuck in your tailbone, in your chin, cat pose. And then moving with your breath, inhale as you come down, cow pose. Exhale as you round, cat. This is where you can find freedom with the timing, with the speed, going at the speed of your breath. Keeping pace. Moving with our breath is where the magic happens. Just to help continue to calm our bodies as we move, and also to get us in the practice of breathing as we move throughout life, which we all need. Go one more time each way. And then come back through neutral. All we're going to do is tuck your toes underneath you. Lift your hips up and over, downward facing dog. Pressing your palms down, lift your hips away from your palms, and then reach your heels toward your mat or the floor. Think of pressing equally into your hands and your feet. And maybe just find some movement here in your legs, pushing one heel down and the other. So you're looking toward your toes and your spine is neutral. Go ahead and let both of your heels come back down toward the mat. Bend your knees as you look toward your hands. Breathe out, step your feet toward the top of the mat and roll up nice and slow, as if your vertebrae are stacking one by one. Your head is the last thing to rise. And now we're standing. So just to go over our posture real quick, just like when we were seated. We're going to add our low body to this, so we're still keeping our shoulders over our hips. And then keeping our shoulders away from our ears, relax them down, engage your core. And then if you look down, your feet should look like the number 11, your hip distance apart. Your heels are right underneath your hips. And then just take a moment just to notice, always working from this place, mountain pose. Push down into the ground with your feet as you lift through the upper body like a tree, rooting down, lifting on the other side. Take a deep breath in, arms sweep high. Deep breath out, soften your knees, lead with your heart, come to a forward fold. Inhale and take a little halfway lift. Coming back to a neutral spine, you can push into the front of your legs, leap in. Exhale, forward fold, knees soft. Just take a moment to linger here. Hands can wrap around the top of your head and you can sway side to side like a rag doll. And if this makes you dizzy, just bring your head above your heart. We always listen to our bodies. And now we're going to make our way back down to the mat for the next part. Bring your hands down. Step your feet back. And we're going to go right back to our all fours. Wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Go ahead and set it up. Spread your fingers wide. And then energetically push away from the mat. Lift between your shoulder blades. Engage your core. Kind of like you're in a plank, but we just have our knees here for support. All right, bring one hand to the center of the mat. And then take a twist toward the opposite side. So I have my right hand down, my left arm lifts to my hips. My hips stay square, but twisting from the ribs up. And then exhale. Take your arm that's not working right now and bring it through this hole you've created. And you can go down as deep as you'd like, maybe shoulder on the floor. And then take your hand that was down and wrap around your low back. Just opening up a little bit more through your arm, your shoulder, your upper back. Exhale, untwist. We're going to do the same thing, opposite side. So for me this time, left hand in the center, opening to the right side. I'm putting my hand on my hip. You could also lift it to the sky. Just hips stay square. Exhale. Take your arm, bring it through. You can lay your arm down, go as deep as you'd like to go. Hips stay over your knees here. And you can take the opposite arm around your low back. Anytime we're holding, just notice your breath once again. Bring your awareness there. Untwist. Back to all fours. We're going to go into a child's pose, crowd favorite. Toes come together. You can bring your knees together or bring your knees as wide as your mat, but keep your toes together no matter which one you choose. So reach your fingers forward, reach your tailbone back, creating space in your back, in your spine. On your next exhale, bring it all the way through, come to your belly, let your legs come back to hip distance apart. On your forearms, place your elbows underneath your shoulders. Tops of your feet press into the mat. And then once you're all nice and set up, push your forearms down, opening your heart here. So we're pushing away, slight arch in your spine, but core is still on to help support your spine. Ears out of your shoulders, shoulders out of your ears. Breathe. As you exhale, roll all the way down. Bring your hands to the outside of your chest and then bring it through. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Push your palms down. Lift your hips up and over. And then inhale, bend your knees just slightly. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. And then this time, press your feet into the mat as you inhale. Reach your arms high. Hands meet at the top. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. Arms reach. Exhale. Lead with your heart. Bring it down. Forward fold. Inhale. Lift halfway. Exhale. Forward fold. And then plant your hands. This time, take just your right leg back. Left leg forward. We're in a lunge. Bring your back knee down if that feels good. This is where I'm going to grab my blocks. As I said, if you have anything else you could use for support, if you don't have yoga blocks, go ahead and grab that. If not, I'll give you options. But first, let's set it up here. Knee is over my ankle always to keep my knee safe. Toes pointed forward. And then bring your right hip forward, left hip back. We're nice and square. Engage your core. Your hands can come to the blocks or to the ground or to your leg. But wherever you are, just go deeper into the posture. So kind of sinking low, but lift your heart at the same time. Draw your belly button in to your spine. Keep your shoulders nice and grounded. Take one more deep breath in. And then exhale. And bring your hands, or keep your hands on the blocks here. Just bring your hips back. Lift your toes as you extend your front leg. Feeling that nice stretch in the back of your leg. Hamstrings, calf muscle, hips stay square. And then let's flow. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, extend your leg long. Just find a few more of these. Doesn't matter when you inhale or exhale, honestly, for this one. But just moving with your breath. When your breath changes, your movement changes. Go one more time. And then we're going to take our low lunge and do a high lunge. So tuck your back toes under. And know you might want to bring your feet a little closer together. So I'm just going to step in a little more. My legs are still hip distance apart. Find your balance, square off your hips, and then lift your upper body. Bring your hands to your heart. Again, front knee is over your heel, and you can adjust your back leg by bringing it in or further away depending on how deep you want to go. Find your balance, square off your hips. Relax your shoulders. Feel a little heat burning, but we're also stretching, strengthening, all at the same time. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, push into your front foot as you bring your back foot in. We're back in mountain pose. Back to the top of your mat. Now that you know what to expect, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands down, and this time, left leg goes back, right leg stays forward. Stack your knee over your heel, and then bring your back knee down. And then bring your hands wherever you want. Keep them on the ground, on blocks, on your leg, but just settle in. Square off your hips. Right hip goes back, left hip goes forward. energetically that is. Rooting down through your front foot. Sink deeper, but lift your heart. Engage your core. Just notice that nice release in the front of your hips, especially if you're feeling tight. I chronically feel tight here if I don't stretch, especially. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and hinge forward, straighten your leg, lift your toes. We're going to hold this one for a bit and then we'll flow back and forth. All right, let's find our flow. Inhale, lunge, and then exhale, hinge. As I said, doesn't matter when you inhale or exhale. Just move with your breath. Go at your own pace. Just feeling the movement as you're going from one pose to the other. Everything stays nice and engaged to keep your body nice and supported. Go one more time, each way. Hold the low lunge. And then we're going to go into a high lunge. Tuck your back toes. Adjust where you want your feet. Keep your front knee stacked and then lift your heart. Find your balance here. Square off your hips. Let your ribs hug you. Drawing in, shoulders relax, heart is open. Rooting down through your front foot, all four corners. Your back heel stays nice and lifted. And then on your next inhale, hinge forward. Exhale. Back leg comes in, mountain pose. Shake it out. Just notice how your body feels, hopefully a little looser than it did when we started. Take a nice deep breath in. Just for fun, we're going to do a chair pose before we come down to the mat. Arms lift to the sky. And then exhale, bring your hips back and down. So, since we're working for mountain, your feet are hip distance apart. Knees track toward your toes. Heart is open, shoulders relax, core is on. Maybe see if you can go a little deeper. It's like, where is that chair? Somebody stole it. Oh, still trying to find it. Root down through your feet. Hands can also come to your heart here, but I find that reaching just helps with the balance, creating a counterpoint here. And then exhale, come right into your forward fold. Knees soft. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Go ahead and just bring it down to the mat or floor, wherever you are. Extend your legs out in front. Sitting nice and tall, shoulders over your hips. Maybe just find some pointing, some flexing with your feet. And then just let your feet kind of do what they want, but your knees and toes still face the ceiling here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to fold. Keep your spine neutral. Go as far as you can go. And then when you can't go anymore, then maybe you start to round, bringing your nose towards your legs. Just feel this nice deep stretch for your hamstrings. Breathe as you hold. And then slowly roll back up. Transitioning to our back. Knees are lifted. Come all the way down. Bring your arms to your sides. Press your palms into the floor. And bring your heels as close as you can to your bottom. Feel all four corners of your feet. Press down. I'm going to go into a bridge pose. Opening up our heart a little more. Keep the back of your head pushed into the mat. And then push your feet in to lift your hips. So squeezing your bottom, also using your legs here. And as you push your feet down, just take the lift just a little bit higher. There are different variations of bridge, but we're going to stay right here. If you have bridge in your practice and maybe you want to bring your arms over your shoulders and interlace them underneath you, go ahead and do that. Hold and breathe. This is not an easy one to hold for a while, so we're building endurance, building confidence and strength. And then slowly release, as if you're placing down one vertebrae at a time. Your bottom is the last thing to come down. That should feel good. Hug your knees into your body. Feel your low back on the mat. Finding a little reset here. Maybe rock side to side. Alright, back to center. I'm going to open up our hips a little more. Place your left foot down and keep your right foot hugged in. Flex your foot and then turn it out as you bring your ankle to the top of your opposite leg. Gently push your knee away from you, so we're nice and turned out here. You can hold it here, or go ahead and draw your opposite knee in toward your chest. You can wrap your hands around the back of that leg, or maybe around the front. So wherever you can feel it, going a little deeper, but not forcing. Back off if you feel pain. This is another area where we tend to get pretty tight. Front of our hips. This is getting into the outside of our hips. Sometimes just for fun, I like to bend and straighten my supporting leg here. Hold it for one more deep breath cycle. And slowly, with control, bring your foot down, uncross your leg, and switch sides. This time my left leg turns out, ankle to the top of the opposite leg. Gently push your knee away from you. And then maybe go a little deeper by drawing your supporting leg in closer, keeping your foot flexed on the leg that is doing pigeon right now. Letting your hip open, but gently. And then maybe bend and straighten your supporting leg as you hold. Find a couple more breaths. And then slowly release. Uncross your leg. Bring your legs or your feet about as wide as your mat. If you're not on a mat, bring your feet slightly wider than your hips. And go side to side. So you're turning one knee in, and then just switch. Let's go one more time each side. And then back to neutral. Take a breath in and out here. We have one more move before we come back to stillness. Take your right knee, hug it into your body. And then you can leave your left leg bent or let it extend out long. And then spinal twist. Take your right knee to your left side, placing it toward the ground as you reach in the opposite direction, also looking toward your right arm. As much as possible, keep your shoulder blade on the ground as you go deeper in your twist. Hold one more breath cycle. And then unwind, untwist. Bring your right foot to the mat. Hug your left knee into your body. And then keep your right knee where it is, or extend your leg long. Take your left knee to the right side to twist through your spine. Reach in the opposite direction. And keep your shoulder blade down toward the mat as you bring your knee closer to the ground on the other side. And then on your next exhale, untwist. We'll come back to neutral. Lift your knees, feet on the mat. Take a breath. In and out. And find any other reset or stretch you need before we come to stillness. And I'll say we'll end like we started, but you could also come to a different position. So I started sitting, but I'm going to end lying down flat. Whatever you choose, just find a place that you can settle. Open your palms. Just let your eyes close. Just taking some deep, nourishing breaths here as everything in your body settles. I often think of a snow globe, and as we're moving, we're shaking the snow globe up. Those particles are moving around, and then when we become still, all the particles settle on the bottom. So this movement makes me feel like everything is kind of settling toward the bottom, bringing more clarity into our internal world. Let your body melt wherever you are. Find your breathing, find your breath once again. Inhale through your nose. Go as deep as you can down to the pit of your belly. Fill the space, expand. And then slowly let it all back out. Just noticing that settling in your body once again. Maybe melting a little more as you exhale. And then repeat that. Take a few more breaths at your own pace, enjoying the silence. And as you finish up your last round of deep breathing, let your body or let your breath just come to a natural breath. It's what you would do naturally, and notice. You can start to wiggle your fingers and toes as you slowly bring your awareness just back to the room, back to your surroundings. And if you're lying flat, roll to one side. We'll all make our way to a seated position on the floor or in a chair. Sit nice and tall. One more deep breath in and out. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.